everyone, welcome to the To Explore Wellness channel. I'm Amy and today we're going to be making this delicious and healthy, high protein apple caramel cheesecake. Not only is this healthy, it's free from refined sugar, it only takes a few simple ingredients, honestly anyone can make it, but it's also perfect for those that are trying to lose weight, maintain their weight, or really just be healthier overall. And this packs in like 20 grams of protein a slice and under 200 calories. So honestly, there's so many wins. Let's go ahead and make it. We're going to go ahead and kick off this recipe by making the cheesecake base. Believe it or not, this cheesecake recipe is so simple because it only takes 3 main ingredients. Cottage cheese is a star because it's high in protein, low in calories, and helps give it that cheesecake flavor. This is one of the ways the protein gets packed in with limiting the calories to make this super macro friendly. Of course, to give it an added boost of protein and a lot of flavor, I added salted caramel protein powder and also some added stevia for sweetener. I love using this protein powder for recipes because the salted caramel adds just the right amount of sweetness and the whey protein makes it nice and creamy. Check the caption for details about the protein powder I used and some discounts on it. To help hold this all together, we're just gonna add a couple of eggs and then we're going to blend it all up together. By the way, I also highly recommend grabbing this Braun food processor because it comes with so many great attachments. It's actually my favorite kitchen tool that I use because it's so versatile in recipes. I'll leave some details in the description so you can learn more about it. Make sure you blend until it's perfectly nice and smooth before transferring it to a breakaway cake pan. I used a 9-inch dish and I also lined it with parchment paper, and I just kind of crumpled up the parchment paper so that it could fit better within the round cake pan. So just spread all of your batter in and tap it a few times to ensure that you get out all air bubbles. Make sure your oven is preheated to 350 before adding in the cheesecake and baking for about 35 to 40 minutes. You'll know it's ready when it just has a slight jiggle to it, but is cooked all the way through. While it's baking, you're gonna go ahead and remove the skin from a couple of apples. I used about 2, but feel free to use as much or as little as you want. Once you've removed the skin, we're gonna go ahead and just chop up the apple into small pieces. While the cheesecake's in the oven, feel free to make some healthy caramel by whisking up equal volume of olive oil and maple syrup. For this recipe, I recommend about 1/8 cup of each, but if you want extra drizzle, then you might want to do 1/4 cup of each. Whisk those ingredients until combined and add a tablespoon or 2 to a hot pan, followed by your apples. I love using this caramel because not only does it provide the sweetness, but it gives you the oil for baking the apples. I'd love for you to comment below and tell me what your favorite apple recipe is. I've been loving experimenting with them this season and look forward to sharing even more recipes. It'll take about 10 minutes to get your apples soft enough and then you can remove them from the heat. Once your cheesecake is done, let it cool on the counter and then followed by the fridge until it is completely cool. Then you're going to go ahead and remove it from the cake pan onto a serving tray. Be careful removing it because the cheesecake is very fragile. Once you've got your cheesecake on your serving platter, you're just gonna go ahead and add all of your apples on top until it's completely covered. Your end result will be an absolutely delicious cheesecake that nobody's even gonna know that it's healthy and low calorie. It's super creamy, super tasty, and just the right amount of sweetness. As you serve, feel free to drizzle with some more caramel sauce for that extra sweetness. I usually cut this up into 8 slices, but feel free to create a serving size that works best for you. And although this recipe seems like a dessert, it's actually so healthy that you can have it for breakfast. It's packed with protein, fiber, and low in sugar. I truly hope you enjoyed making this dish with me. Make sure to check the description for the full recipes, as well as calories, macronutrients, and resources for the ingredients and supplies I used. And if you haven't already, I'd love for you to hit that like and subscribe button, because I don't want you to miss out on any easy, healthy, and delicious recipes. Enjoy, and see you next time.